Hello. It has been a great year in Suffolk Fire Rescue this year, and we're at the holidays, and I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you for a wonderful year. Say thank you to your families, to your loved ones, to your coworkers, and everybody who supported you and your company through this year. It has been truly a difficult year, not only because of the staffing and having over 44 vacancies with 2 academies rolling, but it's been a difficult year because of the commitment that you had to make to serve this city and your fellow coworkers and everybody that it takes to put a great fire department together. So with that, I'm looking forward to another fantastic year, but a great year in 2020 because we're looking to solve on some of those staffing woes through the graduation of an academy in January. So the first thing I'd like to address is our staffing, and we look at having 21 people graduate on January 30th, 2020 over at Kings Fork High School, and that's an opportunity for all of us to celebrate 7 additional people per shift that will be now added to the staffing. And with that, we know we won't solve all the staffing, so in that we have HRRFA 22 that's currently rolling in St. Jay's, and we have 10 people in that. So as you can see, we're committed to trying to not only hire new recruits, but we're also looking at certified hires to try to fill that gap. So happy holidays to you and your family as we end 2019 with our first president, and that's staffing. We're going to try to get some more staffing out there so that the burden on staffing these fire apparatus is not felt on you and your family each and every shift. The second thing I like to say is that we're really committed right now to building new Fire Station 11 up in the north end. And with that, we'll have Ladder 11 come on board, we'll have Medic 11, and so we'll have increased fire protection up in the north. We'll also start a new fire academy in the fall to winter of 2020, and in that fire academy we'll have 18 new hires, and that's the staff Ladder 11 and also the medic. So that's good for us that we get a new firehouse that will be about 18 months after we start breaking ground be open. Another thing I'd like to talk about as a present to everybody is how we're committed to health and safety and wellness. And in 2020, we're going to continue with outfitting everybody with their second set of gear through buying the first set. So let me explain. We have 55 new sets of gear, so everybody have their Morning Pride gear. And in that, with the 55 sets, everybody will have Morning Pride gear. But with your Globe gear, that's going to be our initial effort to try to get you your second set, because about 75% of the gear that is out there with the Globe is still serviceable and great gear. So in that, about 75% of the employees out there, the firefighters and officers, will have 2 sets of gear. As we start looking towards the future, we'll start buying everybody a second set of Morning Pride after about 1.5 years, 2 years, so that we have now an opportunity to have Morning Pride as your primary and secondary, but we just can't get everybody a primary set and a secondary set at the same time, because then everybody's set at 10 years of age will all go bad, and then we'll be stuck with trying to find $1.4 million 10 years from now for trying to outfit everybody 2 sets. So I really like the way that we're going. We phased in the Morning Pride. We'll allow everybody, about 75 to 80% of the firefighters, to have 2 sets of gear with their Globe. The people who get their first set of Morning Pride will be the ones that don't have their Globe gear as their second set. So that'll allow us an opportunity to try to get 2 sets of gear for health and safety and wellness, which is so very important for cancer reduction. Also, exhaust capture is an important part of 2020, evaluating our PLIMA events or evaluating an indirect capture system. We're working with the Health and Safety Committee on that. Another what we're trying to do is look at expanding Fire Station 4 with our CIP money and trying to make Fire Station 4 a more livable space with bigger fire apparatus bay. And so that's exciting for 2020. Also, Fire Station 9, we're committed to trying to make Fire Station 9 have better living quarters and shower opportunities and dorming. So we're looking at that in our CIP. And the last thing for a little bit of health and safety wellness is that quartermaster building. They'll be located outside of Fire Station number 6 in the middle school area. And we're trying to make that so we have a place to put the bus and the comms bus and the rehab bus, as well as a place for trying to locate some of our equipment and logistical needs and allowing opportunities for our firehouses to be better served. The next thing I'd like to talk about as a present for 2020 is pay and comp. Important to everybody in the fire department. I'm working with HR and the city manager about separating the pay plan for public safety into a separate pay plan, as well as looking at our comp. And so nothing is ever done until it's through council and the approval of council in late April, early May. But we're looking at separating the pay so that we have a public safety pay plan and then a step plan associated with that. So I'll work hard on that in the upcoming year for you. Also, in SOPs, another phase we're looking at is we're fully committed to making sure all of our policies meet contemporary needs that are more relevant and more contemporary than the past of 2007 and earlier. So we've already gotten 4 SOPs through. We're committed to continue to get that done. You'll see, I believe, a great commitment to SOP review and development. And that's necessary for us to move forward through the future. So I look forward to us maintaining that commitment to SOP development. And the final, like I like to talk about, is people and end on people. Is we will do nothing else than be committed fully to trying to be staffed at the best level we can so that you can enjoy time off. Chief Adams is looking at right now how many people is off a day. For example, we have 6 right now, but increasing that number when the academy comes out. We're looking at people in the academies that meet our needs of being fully trained and ready to serve in our world, so that we do not put anybody out that is not fully vetted and ready to serve through our academy. But the most important thing we're trying to do right now is make sure that we have well-staffed, well-trained people to meet the needs of our fire and rescue department as it moves forward into the future. So as I close today, happy holidays. Happy holidays to your family. Happy holidays to your companies. And we want you to be ready for 2020, as excited as we are in senior staff, to move forward with a great 2020. God bless you. God bless Suffolk Fire Rescue. And God bless this great department. Thank you.